Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. It is Sonic Month, so we're doing more Sonic Month drawing videos. And today's video, we're going to draw a Dark Shadow. Basically, it's the Dark Supersonic equivalent, but with Shadow the Hedgehog. And in all honesty, not much changes with Dark Shadow. He does lose his, pupils, so his eyes are just, pure white, kind of glowing with energy. You do lose a couple of details, and you don't see his ears anymore, the inside of them. And but a lot of it is done with coloring. He's almost like a pitch black instead of because Shadow has just black fur, but it's more of a pitch aura-y black, and he does have aura around him, which I have in the picture too. So yeah, but again, it's very similar to just normal Shadow the Hedgehog. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And thank you, MD Hozan, for the request. And yeah, so without further ado, get your pencils ready and let's draw a Dark Shadow. Alright, guys. So let's get our pencils, and what we're going to do is start off with a big circle, kind of like all the other how to draw videos we've ever done ever. So make a decent sized circle. Keep it light, because again, this is just a gesture. We're not doing anything fancy. If you want to draw the crosshairs, they look something like this. And then once we got that down, we kind of draw in a kind of smaller circle right here with another circle kind of going on this end. And you basically kind of want to get that curve going down here. You just want to get a little bend here. Something like that. You can get a line in the middle here. Line go down for his legs. Refine the shape a little bit. Something like that. And then we're going to get a nice big circle here. This is going to be one of his fists. And he'll have an arm out here like that. He's going to have a big kind of oval right here. That's going to be his other arm. And he's going to have a shoulder with an arm going down like that. And then we're going to get kind of two big circles for his feet here, and just kind of one big circle right here for his feet. But that's pretty much good for the gesture that we need. So we could just start jumping into details now. So I'm going to zoom in right here. And very similar to Shadow or Sonic, we'll start with a curved line like this, so a nice little C shape. Then we're going to dip it down and over and up. Like that. Then we're going to another little curve line here, and just kind of curve it down and up, like that. And now we're going to start a little bit before this line ends, so a little, right over here. We're just going to draw a curve line going down like this. We're going to get another one right here like that. And now I like drawing his nose next, which his nose will be about here, and just a little line going out like this. Kind of curve around and in, like that. And you get a little light reflection, which is just a little half circle right there. And then where his nose begins, we're going to get a little bump up. And then it's going to go down and basically connect to this line right here. Kind of same thing over here, like that. And you're going to just get a nice big kind of round shape that just kind of hugs his mouth over here like this. So that's pretty much it for his face. You can get in his eyebrows a little bit. I'm going to make this line a little bit bigger. And then now we can draw on his eyebrows. There's basically this curved line going up, over, and then just kind of follows the eyebrow line. But this one, it's going to start on the eye, and it's going to go up, over, and then in like this. Very simple. And now I'm going to zoom out a little bit because we're going to need a little bit more room and kind of turn the page a little bit. Now we're going to draw his spikes. So they basically just go off here, and you just get a nice rounded shape that just kind of goes up into a point here. Like that. And then it's going to kind of curve in like this. And then we're going to get another spike that goes down and then up. Because Shadow has those supersonic kind of spikes, so they kind of go down but then curve up at the ends, and you get a nice little kind of line going in like this. Then you're going to start about here and basically just draw the same thing. It's going to curve down and in like that. So basically it's just like this big curve line that curves out in 2 spikes going up. You need to even get like a 3rd spike right here. Like that. And if you want to, right about here, you can just draw a little curve line and then just kind of connect this line into it. Like that. And also I can fix this head shape. It's a little like too flat, so let's make it a bit bigger. Like that. That looks a lot better. And again, this is why you draw light. So you put a detail down, you kind of look at it. Does that look right? Yes, no. And then you just draw something that you're happy with. Like that. So it's a very key thing to draw light. Okay, so now that we got that down, we can kind of draw in his kind of spike details. He still has those when he's in his dark form. And it's basically kind of like just a line going from the center here, curves out, and then in like this. Same thing over here, out and in. And then same thing on the side, out, in, like that. But here for his middle spike, if you want to, you can kind of just make like a V, like right in the middle of his head here, and then it's going to get to a point, and then just kind of follow the end spike, or this top spike all the way up, like that. And then you get like a, kind of like a little triangle. Has a slight curve to it, but like that for his ear. And then you get another one here, and slight curve, go down, like that. That's pretty good. And now we could kind of jump into like the rest of his body. Now that we got his head down. But before we jump into his body, I kind of want to get his hand done first, because it's kind of like in front of everything. So we're going to make his hand about here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to get these 4 ovals. Like that, and they're actually going to go in like an arc, because when you draw hands and like fingers, they all go in like arcs. There's like an arc to it. But basically, since we got these 4 ovals down, we can kind of just gesture in, that's good enough for a gesture for us to start. So basically what I like doing is I like starting right here at the end here, and drawing a curve line going down like this, over, and then in. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to kind of bump out where the knuckles are. So you get like an indentation here, kind of goes out, up, kind of in, over, and then down like this. And then this one's going to curve down and in like that. And then kind of same thing over here, but we're going to start about here and just draw the little curve going out, over, up, in, and down, like that. And then one more over here. This one's going to be the smallest one since it's the pinky. Like that. So now you get like his hand like curled up and like looking towards you. And if you want to put a little bit more detail in it, you can draw like a curve line that goes down like this on the fingertips. So there's one. This one's more head on, so it doesn't have like a long thing that goes down on either side. It's just a little curve line. This one's curved and it goes down a little bit here, and then same thing over here, like that. And now we could draw in his thumb, which his thumb basically goes off this finger and it goes out, over, and then curves up, and then in like that. It's going to curve in and down. And again, you kind of miss the details because the fingers are covering it. But it's pretty good for just like a head-on hand, which is kind of like weird because it like has weird foreshortening and stuff. But just to finish it off, we could draw kind of like a little square here. This is his like wristband thing that he has on his gloves. And then you could just draw a little curve line here, going up and in, a little line curving up and in like that. Just to show he's like holding his hand forward. And there's his arm. So that's pretty much, I'd say that's the hardest part of this whole picture. The rest is actually kind of easy. So now that we got that down, we can kind of draw in his fur. So basically it's kind of this curve line, curving up like this, goes up, down, and it goes a little bit over his mouth here, or his muzzle area. And it curves down and over, down and over, so you get 3 spikes, and then it goes into like this long V right here, and then you get 3 spikes on this end, so you get 1, 2, and then 3 like that. And on this end, it gets covered up by the muzzle, so this part's in front of it, this part's behind it. And now that we got that down, we can kind of draw in the body shape now. So we'll start about here, just draw a nice big kind of curve line that goes down like this. And then kind of the same thing here, just kind of curves down and over like this. Then we're going to get a curve line that goes across for his legs, and then one goes down. And then a little bit before this line ends, another one's going to go down like this. That's it for his legs. Before we jump into his shoes, I want to finish off this arm over here. So this arm's a lot easier than the other one. So basically what we're going to do is kind of follow the gesture that we have and draw 2 parallel lines like this. And then his wrist part of his glove will start about here. So you basically just draw a curved line connecting the two. And once you got that down, you're going to draw basically this like kind of oval around the arm here. And then that's going to go into like this kind of little rectangle thing. Or square, or whatever you want to call it. Like that. And now we can draw in his inhibitor ring, which is basically just another kind of oval that just kind of wraps around this bottom part right here, like that. And then we can draw the tag on his glove, which I feel the easiest way to do it is kind of, you just start here and draw a curved line, curving in and over, kind of hugging this shape, but then it's going to go down, like that. And now you're going to start and then draw another little curved line that goes over and then down like this, so you get 2. Kind of looks like a hook almost. Like that. And then you just get a little curved line here. Like that. And I'm going to erase kind of the overlap just so it's a little bit clearer. So again, it's kind of subtle, kind of easy, but like it's a hard detail and it'll look wrong if you mess it up. But something like that. So you just get like this little hook shape and then a little kind of curve line right there. Just kind of goes into everything. And now this hand is a lot easier than the other one. So it's basically, you start about here on the inhibitor ring and you just draw a curve line going down and then over. And then it curves up and in like this. And now we're going to get a curved line about here. Draw a curved line going out. Up. And you get a little bump right here. And then it like straightens out. Like that. And you just get a little curved line right here for like the other part of his like palm. Like that. So he's like making a little fist. And now that we got that done, we could jump into his shoes here. Which his shoes are a little bit hard, a little bit tricky. Sure has tricky hover shoes. So basically what I like starting out with on this foot is you kind of just draw a circle here. This is going to be like almost the same shape as his wrist thing here. So he's going to have 2 of those. So one here and one here. But this one, we're going to start out with the tag, and this shoe's head-on, so it's going to be a lot different from this one. So basically we're going to start with the tag, and it basically is just kind of like this line going up, across the whole foot, and then down, like that. And then we're going to draw the same thing, just slightly smaller on the inside, hugging the shape, like that. And we can erase kind of the overlap here. And now we're going to get a curve line like this. And now we're going to get a kind of like a little half circle. This is the inhibitor ring, so it's going to just be a little curve line wrapping around that. And then for the shoe shape itself, it's going to curve. It's going to start by curving in and then push out like this. And then same thing over here. So it starts curving in, but then you get like it curves out and goes back in. Like that. And now we're going to draw a line going straight across the middle here. And then down and then over. We're going to go down and then over. Like that. And you want to keep these very straight because it's like metal. This is like the hover part of his shoe. So you get that down. And then you're going to draw 2 curved lines, one going in here. Or one, like 2 straight lines like that. And then you're going to get another straight line over here. And it's going to go down, over, and then in, like that. Down, over, in, and then in, like that. This is kind of off. Again, this is like, his shoes are really hard because, like, again, they're so like angular and like specific that, like, if you draw a line off, it seriously looks off. That's pretty good. And then at the very last detail, you get a line going out here, and then here, and then just a little curve line going in like that. So that's that foot. And now we get the second foot, which this ankle part is very similar to this one, almost identical actually. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to draw a curve line right here, and then a circle going around the whole leg like this. And then we're going to get a line going down and over. Make the circle a little bit bigger, like that. And then we're going to get an inhibitor ring, which is a curved line just going around the whole thing like this. And then we're going to get a line going up, and then kind of hook it across like this. Kind of same thing over here, kind of a little hook down, and you get a little curved line going out. And that is very messy, so I'm going to erase all like the overlap and kind of redraw it in. Line going up. Again, you get the little like hook shape. A little curved line going down like that. Perfect. And now for this shoe, it's a little different because it's going to go down over, kind of curve up where these two circles are for the heel. Down and in. And this one's just going to curve down, kind of go out a little bit, and up. So you should get like a shoe shape that looks like this. Should make this curve a little bit smaller. Maybe back it up a little bit. Something like that. So that should be perfect. So basically we're going to start off with the easy parts. So on this curve, there's a curve line going up. So this part of the shoe is black, this part of the shoe is white. And you don't see it on this end because you just see all the white part. So it curves up like that. And then we can get a line going across, going straight out like that. A line going down like this. And then into the shoe like that. And then we're just going to draw a line going down from all the corners here. And then basically just connect them. So you get like this little like rectangle on the bottom. Like that. And then on this foot, it's going to go up. Then there's going to be a straight line going up. It's going to kind of curve around a little bit. There'd be a little bit of a curve to it. Right there like that. But then on this corner, we're going to get a line going out. Kind of curve in like this. And a line going out. And then down. And then over. And then up. Like that. And then we're going to get two kind of parallel lines that kind of hug this shape right here like that. And one more going up like that just to give it a little bit more detail. But that's pretty much it for how to draw shadow. The only thing left here, oh, we could also draw on his tail, which you barely see it in this picture, but it's basically just a little triangle going off like his butt right here. And if you really want to, he does have like a spike here. We don't see it, but again, very similar to tail. It's just kind of like a little triangle going off of his back. Like that. So I'm going to zoom out here. And just the last little details that we need to draw in is he has this like dark aura around him. And basically all you need to do is basically just draw like little, go off like any line here. Just kind of draw little like wavy kind of flame lines. Like that. And then if you want to, you kind of draw a little more on the inside. Just show like there's like little gaps here. Like that. And then you can draw little embers going off. Like that. And you can draw them all over his body. So I have one going off his feet, or his hands. Then we're going to have one going off his feet here. And there's no like rhyme or reason to this. So you just kind of draw like a very flowy, kind of flame-like shape. Like that. Same thing over here. Give it like an ember or two. Going off on the side over here. Again, there's no rhyme or reason to it, so it's very much like there's no wrong answers here. Basically. like that. And I have like a little bit going off of his hand here. And then I have some going off of his spikes. And again, you could do more, you could do less. There's no real right answer. And if you don't like it at all, you don't even need to like draw it in. But something like that. And that pretty much finishes off how to draw a dark. Oh, there's actually one more detail that I didn't even include in the final one. But it does help when you're drawing it in. So if you were to, because dark shadow, he's all kind of like black. So if you were to like draw this in, you'd shade like everything in, like around him. And to give a cool little detail, where if you were to like shade like everything like around his eyes. So like all of like his fur would be basically pitch black. So if you like shade all that in around him, if you were to take your eraser and just kind of erase like on the edges of the eyes here, it gives off like a glowing kind of effect on the eyes, like there's light coming off of them. So again, you could do that if you want to make it look like his eyes are glowing. That's if you were to color the whole thing and you just kind of like erase like a kind of straight line in the black, and it gives off like a glowing effect. You don't really see it that much when it's just like lines. You just see like a gap in between the lines and it doesn't really give off that light effect. But if it's colored in, it does look good. So anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I will move this over here. I'll set these up so you can look at them. So we got the sketch that we just did. We got the more inked version. Right here, stay up. Alright, so we have on the left there is the inked version. That's if you erase all the guidelines. That's what you'd have. And on the right we have the sketch we just did. So, yeah, dark shadow I don't think is very hard. Especially if like you follow like a lot of my drawing videos, because we've drawn Shadow and Sonic like a million times at this point. So I don't think he's that difficult. And he's pretty much the same thing as just normal Shadow. The real difference is in like how you color him. So, yeah, anyway guys, happy Sonic Month. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again, MD Hozan, for the request. I hope you liked it. I hope you draw Dark Shadow now. And if you guys have any requests, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. The way requests work is you just leave what you want in the comment section, and I'll take your name and what you requested, put it on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make a drawing video, I just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just what I feel like drawing that day. And since it's Sonic Month, I have a whole bunch of Sonic requests I've been plowing through. So, yeah, other than that, remember to like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff helps the channel. Check out Guardian Sane. He's a good friend of the channel, does all my channel art. Links to his stuff is in the description below, as well as everything else. So the How to Draw playlist too. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.